Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson, and today I wanted to share a little bit of my personal experience with the journey that I've been on with my personal branding, with kind of a realignment of my message and how I deliver it. And I want to share with you how that process has been. And it's really gratifying for me to share this with you because as I make this message, I've just returned from an event and it was successful on so many levels, right? Financially, spiritually, fun factor through the frickin' roof. And, basically about a year and a half ago, I knew very specifically exactly how I wanted to share my message. I knew what my message was, that I was going to bring positivity, fun factor in a big time way, that I was going to share that anybody can move forward and live life in an amazing way. And to wrap all these things up with my teaching and how to launch a blog or self-publish and whatnot. And when I started that, I shared a lot of crazy. Now, a lot of you have seen that, right? You've seen the videos where I'm acting off the wall. You've seen the goofy photos. I make fun of myself. And when I started that process, I got a lot of feedback. And some of it was like, hey, how's that working for you, Brian? Now, what's interesting is, number one, it was unsolicited information, people just offering advice that I really wasn't asking for. And I decided to go in this route with this message and the delivery. That's something to think about. Not only do we craft our own message, but it's important to think about how are you going to deliver the message. I kind of feel like I'm Steve Martin and Chevy Chase and Iggy Pop with some Warren Zevon rock and roll, kind of just a rock and roll inspiration. And that was going to be my delivery. Fun, goofiness, but also carrying a serious message. Anyone can have anything they decide. It's just a matter of wanting it and walking through it. And I started getting these messages about, are you sure you want to do that? And what's funny is when people started offering that kind of feedback, I didn't really listen, and I didn't really offer them the opportunity to give me that. I just kind of shut it down because I had already decided. And it was brand new, so nobody really knew what to make of it. But I just kept on with that message. And the reason why is because the message was first created for me. Not for anybody else. It wasn't manufactured. It was created to keep me happy, to allow myself to express myself in a way that fulfills me first and foremost. And I think that's really important in a leadership role. I lead me first. I carry myself in a way that I want to. I speak in a manner, I talk, I share information, I try to be positive, I try to encourage other people, and these are all the things that I do, again, sharing my message and sharing it in a way, in a style that's congruent with how I want to live my life. And as I continued to do that and began to roll in the marketing and really the launch of my book, Trust Funnel, people started hopping on board like freaking crazy. And some of those people that once wanted to offer advice on how I should move forward began to jump on that bandwagon too. But by the time my book launched, they were there cheering madly from the sidelines. So when you think about your message, when you think about moving forward, start with you. Create a message for yourself. Think about how you want to lead yourself. Think about what you want to stand for. Think about the kind of impact you want to have on the world, and that begins with you first. It begins with me first. This video is for me. This video is a reminder. And now as I come back and I film this video in my brand new house, this is the office, that's the fireplace, and I feel so grateful to be able to live here with my wife and move forward and experience this journey that we're going to have together. I feel so grateful because I've just come back from my first event post-book launch. And again, it was absolutely so fantastic because I've done the work, because I've done the branding, because I've shared my messages, my videos, my memes, my updates on my blog, my products, my services, my book. It resonated with people, and it still does, and people wanted to hear more. Start with your message and craft it for you. Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson, and you know what? Poof! Pixie Dust, rock on, you're a badass.